Hello everyone and welcome back to After the Game. This is the After the Game for Shadowguard Dungeons & Dragons, episode 19. My name is Charlie Chopshop. I play Magnus Munch on the stream, and I am joined here by the rest of the cast of Shadowguard. We have Yeti as Glod, we have Groverfield as Luke Warmwater, and we have Jazzy Bebo as L. Clark. Dungeon Master ML was not able to join us, but that's okay. We're still going to chat about what we thought about the game session, go through our highlights real quick for all of you lovely Shadowguard fans. So yeah, what did y'all think about today's session? We only got half a dungeon crawl in last session, but this time we got a full session of dungeon crawling in, so that was fun, I thought.
I enjoyed it. Had, a couple combats, a few puzzles.
Mm-hmm.
God. I thought it was fun, but our approach to everything was awful.
I mean, not everything. It was really just the bridge thing that we had trouble with. I thought we came up with some good solutions. I thought the boat was a decent solution. We didn't have much else to do.
Sure, for sure.
I mean, you keep hating on the flamethrower idea, saying, why do we
I hate the repercussion. I was like, why did I do that? I should have known that this shit was going to happen, that we were in the sewer and it was going to catch fire.
I mean, it seemed like a good plan to everyone, so none of us could have foreseen that. You shouldn't feel bad. I thought it was a good plan. I thought it added a cool flavor to the campaign. And to your, we've been talking off stream and not on this show, just in private. We've been talking about like things we want to do with our characters, and you and I were talking about how we would like to see the artificer side of your character played up more, and I think you stayed true to that. Like we can't dock you for doing what an artificer does. I thought that added really cool flavor that you built a makeshift flamethrower.
I just wish I built a better one that had more charges.
Well, now it's like in Luke's mind, so maybe he'll go back to the workshop in the tiny house and build a real flamethrower.
Yeah, and then mount it on the top. Yeah, and Aaron would never allow that. He'd be like, nope, you burn your house down and all the stuff in it. I'd be like, no.
You don't have to mount it on top. You can just use it as a new gun for certain situations.
Just give it to Elle and be like, Elle, here you go. Have fun. Drink responsibly.
So let's go through our highlights for the session. Everybody give me what you thought your favorite part of the session was, and then tell me something you thought you did well as your character, or you would like to do differently next time as your character.
Wait, favorite thing someone else did?
Yeah, so you start with a highlight of, what you thought was great about the session, what someone else did really well, or just what you thought was a high point for the whole party, and then kind of give a personal note as well, like what you think you could do better next time, or what you liked that you did this time.
All right, ladies first.
Elle, what was your highlight for the whole session?
I hate to say it, but I enjoyed Glad's little mishap, maybe choking a little. Totally not our fault.
Well,
it was all Glad.
The Dungeon Master, Emel Wind, just messaged us too and said his favorite point was also the hanging of Glad. So...
Oh.
I see how it is, you dicks.
Hey, I also like the hanging cloud since I started it.
So Elle, that's a great high point. It was us just scrambling to try and figure out a solution very badly. What did you like that Elle did? What's your favorite thing going on with Elle, or what do you want to see happen with Elle next session, possibly?
Oh no, I have to do the sword thing with a long rest, right?
Oh yeah, attuned to your sword, true. But you know what, the
moonlight.
The moon might be up once we get out of here, out of the dungeon.
Yeah, but we're not gonna have enough time because of the pit fighting thingy.
I think personally, so that's a good thing to chat. Before we move on to anyone else's highlights, let's talk about the pit fighting. I personally think Magnus will be against it, because I have one level of exhaustion. I have no spell slots. I've used my arcane recovery on a short rest to regain spell slots. I cannot use that again until I've long rested. So I am fully exhausted spell slot wise. I only have my cantrips. And I have one level of exhaustion. So Magnus will be like, maybe we shouldn't pit fight.
I think Elle is just against like fighting without a cause in general. So
That's a cool character note. I like that. What did you say a second ago, Claude?
I just told you to shut it, nerd.
Oh. Luke, what do you what do you think about that?
I think he's definitely down for that because he would just throw a bunch of money at anybody fighting against.
Oh, so you're gonna throw the fight? Is that what you're saying?
No, you're gonna throw the fight because you got nothing.
We're on. You
Of
realize
course
this is
to do it. I'll just.
you realize this is a team battle, right?
Yeah, but you could still bet on the other team to win.
Yeah, but that means you would also have to lose. Like, it's not like it's just Magnus going out fighting. We're fighting as a team. So if Magnus loses, you also get knocked unconscious and lose. So you are throwing the fight.
Real sketchy.
I'll take a time. Hey, nothing says I can't do what it takes to make some little extra cash. I mean, I'm not above.
I didn't say that. Just don't say I'm throwing the fight. It's you throwing the fight.
Well, I'm hoping that you go down so that my money is worth it.
But do you understand? You also have to go down for your money to be worth it. Magnus will fight
Yeah.
and not lose on purpose, but you will lose on purpose if you're betting against the other team. Therefore, you are throwing the fight. Don't blame this on Magnus.
No. I'm saying I need Magnus in order to win that. Whatever, it doesn't really matter. We can talk about that another time.
You're trying to take advantage of Magnus's current state to throw the fight.
Yes. Yes.
He will not be okay with that. I doubt
Wow.
Elle would
Won't tell him about it.
agree
I
with that.
definitely want to be cool with that.
We'll see. We'll see if that happens. Let's keep moving on to everyone's highlights. Let's go to Glod next. Glod, what was... I doubt your favorite part was the hanging. What was your favorite part of the session?
Actually, it was. I thought it was fucking hilarious.
My favorite part was when we started talking about why your beard couldn't help you, since it seems to be the solution to all dwarven problems.
It is, but it was tucked up around my face already. So
the lasso was stifling. I was hoping he was gonna be like, well, you're not choking because your beard is padding your neck so well.
but it was.
That's what it should have been, though.
And Glad, you only got one or two more
That shit
sessions.
was hilarious.
One or two more sessions with us. So what what was your favorite thing that Glad did maybe this time, or what do you want to see Glad do next time?
So I feel Glad's not really had his shining moment in combat. He's had a lot of terrible moments where he's gone down and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to show you the professional that I really am. Maybe.
Okay, I like that.
Or just fail again.
Maybe pit fighting is where that will happen.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I remember the very first fight.
Yeah.
Remember the very first fight, Glad? Going
I
down
do.
3 times?
Yeah, that was a rough one. But you know what? You've gotten better at every fight. And this last fight, I thought, like, against the whites with their zombies, Glad was extremely helpful with the Hunter's Mark and the longbow was just fucking spreading damage around to everyone. That really helped us a lot in that battle.
Yeah. One of these days.
Well, I hope the arena is his final proving grounds for us. So let's see. Luke, what was your highlight of the session? Favorite part?
God, I actually, as funny as it was to watch Glad slowly suffocate by my hand, I think my favorite part would have to be the flamethrower, honestly. Like, it's being creative. It gives me a solution for my character to do something that's not just, just sitting there twiddling his thumbs. He gets a chance to build.
Awesome. And what do you think? What do you want to see from Luke next session? Do you want to see Luke try and pull this scheme where he throws the fight?
No. What I'd like to see from Luke is somehow better decision making. But
That's a lot more long-term goal.
Yeah, long-term goal. Short-term goal? Not dying.
Getting out of the sewer alive.
Yes.
I think that's a fair goal for him to have. So I will say my favorite moment. I had a lot of favorite moments. There's a lot of stuff I really liked. I love Luke's like halflings always go right philosophy. Like Magnus tried to put a little logic into it and was like, yeah, you're fucking right. Like what? I'm just gonna trust the halfling intuition at this point. I really like how that keeps coming back up. But I think my ultimate like scene that I like the most was the flamethrower scene. Finding these people, them being like, you're our heroes, and then Luke immediately fucking blowing them up. And just like the image of like Luke and like a broken door just like flying through the air away from an explosion, and like Magnus diving into this pit, and like everyone just like reacting at the same time. That was a really fun scene. I thought ML painted a really good picture for us in that scene. And it was
an amazing picture.
Yeah, it would. It'd be a great fan art. And also, just the fact that, like you said, I really liked seeing Luke be an artificer. That makes me really happy. Like, oh, like he's in the corner tinkering a bunch of crazy shit together to try and come up with a solution. I really like that idea. So that was fun to see. And personally, I was very proud of the boat solution and the pit solution. I think my favorite things, Magnus-wise, were just me really flexing my robe of many things. I will say, though, I'm also very saddened. I only have, I think, 7 patches left out of like 16 or 18 patches. So I'm getting pretty low. I've used a lot of the good ones. The boat could be handy in so many situations, and now we do not have that anymore. But I was happy with the way we used it. I was also happy with the way I used the pit. I saved some people's lives. That was kind of cool. So yeah, and next session, I think that Magnus is going to try to... I think like his exhaustion is really going to start wearing on him, and maybe he will be a little short-tempered and probably not super happy about going to the fighting pit if we make it out of the sewers alive. So we'll see. Great. Well, you all did awesome tonight. I thought that was such a fun session. I love dungeon crawling with y'all. Any last comments before we go? All right.
I think we're good.
Guys, thanks so much for sticking around after the session and chatting with me. I love these after the game chats. I know a lot of people on YouTube are enjoying them. Those of you that are tuning in on YouTube, thank you so much. Hit the subscribe button right there if you have not. And yeah, we'll see you next week, Wednesday, 7:30 Eastern, twitch.tv/ChopShop Network. We'll be live with episode 20, our 20th episode of Shadowguard. We're getting up there. And yeah, thanks so much for tuning in. We'll see you then.